How's it going, guys? Darth Shigong here, gaming on the dark side, GOTDS, and as always, we got this coming at you with another video for Dawn of Titans. As promised, I will be doing these event overviews the day that the event starts, simply because too many things seem to be changing on a consistent basis between what's on the blog and what's actually in game. Now, so far it looks like what they reported in the blog yesterday seems to be pretty accurate. This event we'll be covering will be all about Minerva and her new opus. So you know what time it is? Time to roll that intro.
Yeah, let's go. I'm unstoppable, do the impossible. I'm irresponsible, yet I'm phenomenal. I got an arsenal, I'm dropping bombs, you know. No, I'm not stopping, no. Conquer the obstacle. To the top, here I go, think I'm chosen to be the king of rock, think the people have spoken. I can hear the tick-tock of the clock, I'm in motion.
So she's back, the Solomancer herself, Minerva. This defensive titan, I think, probably had one of the longest lives out there, as almost unbeatable for the most part, guys. I mean, she was tough, she was awesome, she was on pretty much almost every garrison you ran into for a long time. However, with the introduction of titans like Nexus and Calvarax, Minerva's kind of gone to the wayside. And that's what this brand new event is all about. It's about trying to bring Minerva back to life in a sense. However, like with most of the synergy relics for some of these older titans, it's just not quite enough to bring her back, but it does extend her life a bit longer if you want to put her on some island defense. This event starts, well, it started today, November 11th. Happy Veterans Day to all those veterans out there, and it'll go all the way through Monday, November 15th. Minerva, the legendary Solomancer, returns to the Shattered Kingdoms, well, on Thursday. Anyways, guys, so that we have, you know, the usual 90 some odd hours to grind this out if you are a grinder. And if you're someone that's spending, they do have those boost packs in there. They got the $28.99 and the $13.99 pack respectively. Those usually start, they 24 hours to buy them from the first time you log in. So if you haven't logged in yet, you log in now, you got some time. However, if you logged in early this morning to check it out, well, I highly suggest if you're going to be buying those packs, well, get them sooner rather than later. Now, they haven't changed any of her skill sets, so I mean, if you already have Minerva, you know what's up. However, if you guys haven't, she basically is going to be your physical defensive titan. She does a lot of those 2 times on defense. You can see here on her skill sets. You can always check out the blog out yourself. Go ahead and pause it if you want more details. However, she does summon a unit that you might not have seen before. Well, you've probably seen and heard a lot about, the Legionaries. These things are gnarly. They are like the super militia units that go out there and just do some serious damage, especially if you run into a Staff of Rage build, a damage build Minerva. Those ones are really hard to beat sometimes. Well, they used to be, right? They would just decimate your army, and especially with those late dropping Legionaries. And I think that's what they're going for with this opus. They're hoping to get 6 more of them on the field and to do the work. Now, you can see here that the Legionaries have certain unique stats. I'll read those really quickly for you. They're getting 100% damage, 50% movement speed, minus 50% troops in the formation. They're smaller, right? So they're smaller than a militia unit. And all relics and skills that boost militia will also boost Legionaries. So just keep that in mind when you're putting your relics on your Minerva once you get her. Now, as I said, this is the new relic for Minerva's opus. You can see it's going to give you, you know, the typical stuff, right? Your 50% Titan and Troop physical damage, your 40% Titan and Troop health, and 50% Titan and Troop armor and armor piercing. Now, the thing they're hoping is worth 22,000 souls for players is this level 10 synergy. On allied death, you'll summon an additional legionary unit, a max of 6. So you get 6 more of those legionary units. Now, this is going to be when your units are getting dropped. So if you're going against someone like Calvarax, for example, then these legionaries are probably going to drop fairly early in the game, in the match anyways, right? Coming on out. Will it be enough to stop something like Calvarax? I don't think so, right? Calvarax has got those persistent debuffs, so it doesn't matter when these things drop, it's going to get taken out by those debuffs. Now, if you're going against a Nexus, It's a little trickier. If you're fighting against a Minerva with a Nexus, you have to be a little more, careful when you do your drops, because you have to place and time your debuffs, and they are not persistent, so they will not hit any new units that hit the field. So keep that in mind. Calvarax is kind of a, fire and forget type, a Titan where, Nexus requires, a little bit more skill to use. Even though she is extremely powerful, she is a Titan that does require skill, especially when we're going against the stronger defenders in the game. Now, some other relics available in this event are going to be the Astral Crown, Solomancer's Energy, which is a fantastic relic because it goes for any element, any troop. I love it. It's a great relic. And then one of these Arcas. And like my buddy Churro said in his stream earlier today, if you haven't watched it, make sure you guys watch the recording of it. I'm not a fan either of a gamble when it comes to something, happening in the fight. These are chances, right? And this is 35% chance. Well, hey, if you got my kind of luck when it comes to rolling relics where I get nothing but 1 stars, 35% chance becomes a 0% chance of something actually happening. At least it seems that way for me. Now, the relic that really should be catching people's attention, especially if they don't have it, is this bad boy right here. The Staff of Iron, or the Rage Staff, aka the Angry Stick. This is a must-have relic. You have to have at least one in your inventory, guys. If you do not have this, well, now's the time to get it. They just had it available for 2,300 Divine Gems. In other events, this has gone for as much as 20-some-odd thousand souls. In this event, you get it for 13,000 souls. Now, I know that's a bit of a slog for some free-to-play players, especially in an event that doesn't really offer much for us in this meta of the game right now, the current meta. However, this relic, you can't go wrong, guys. You can't go wrong with the Angry Stick. You gotta get it. I mean, check out the stats on this thing. You're gonna get 3 extra rage spells to toss in your fight. Now, it's going to have a 40% rage duration boost. That means it's going to last 40% longer, guys, which is excellent. And 65% rage damage. Now, you put this on with, let's say, the Cult of Sacrifice, which does 90% spell boost damage. If you're using the Mage Staff, which gives you a boost to your spell damage. I mean, anything that's going to boost spell damage is going to really help out and make this Rage Staff even more powerful on your build. So like I said, guys, this thing is great on offense especially. However, there are some defensive builds which can utilize the Rage Staff as well, and definitely worth getting, guys. So like I said, if you do not have it, it is worth 13,000 souls any day of the week. I have 2, so this event is definitely a pass for me. But if you don't have it, go for the stick. Forget the rest. This is where it's at. With that being said, let's check out the Milestone Rewards here. Now, there's really nothing that's great in the event until you hit about 10,000 here, right? That's when you're going to run into your first 4-star Titan, Uranus, which is a great Titan for, doing your ping pong type battles if you want to. You got his stuff there, 13,000. You can see the Staff of Iron. 15,000 souls, you got Solomancer's Energy. You get the Arca at 18. 19,000 gets you a Minerva if you don't have her already. And you get the Opus at 22,000. Now, this event does go to 23,000 for another 200 Divine Gems. That'll be up to you guys. Now, like I said, myself personally, this event is a pass. There is absolutely nothing in this event that I need. I don't even need the prestige food right now. So, it's going to be up to you guys. If you do not have Minerva, it could be a pass, I say. But definitely go for the Staff of Iron at 13,000 souls. Like I said, I think that's the event. This is a 13,000 soul event for an amazing relic if you don't have it. Everything else, guys, in my opinion, is a hard pass. Unless you already have a P10 Minerva, then, hey, the Opus might help you out for island defense or something. Now, if you don't feel like doing the event, but you want Minerva anyways or something else, the Alliance Rewards, they're back to normal here. We got the top 100. You'll get yourself a copy of Minerva. So if you're looking for Minerva but don't feel like doing the event really, well, then find yourself a team that's going for the top 100. If you're just looking for, some physical prestige food, you got your top 250, and you get all elemental tokens, so it's kind of a gamble for whatever 4-star Titan you're going to get at the top 500. Personally, guys, as a grinder, the top 500 to 750 for those 2,000 gems is the sweet spot, because with gems you can buy portal stones, and with portal stones you can grind out events. So that's just where I'm looking at it. Anyways, guys, those are your Alliance Rewards. let's move on to the chosen titans of this event. You got a 1.4 boost if you're using Calvarax, Reaver, Minerva, or Crystallis in this event. You get a 1.2 boost if you're using any other 4-star physical titan, and a 1.1 boost with any 3-star physical titans, guys. And the boost relic for the event is the Iron Chalice. That's what we were getting in the Theaters of War. Hopefully you guys got a few of those. And yeah, what you can buy now too, right, in the event. Now, one thing that you're noticing, and I'm noticing in pretty much every event, is you do not see any possibility of having a 1.4 boost titan that can also utilize those special grinder rings. And that's something I'm going to have to mention in the video that I have coming up soon. Like I said, I got 2 videos I'm working on. One is about the meta, and one's going to be about those darn grinder rings, man, because I'm really not happy that we don't get to use those very often. Especially, like I said, I'm a grinder, and yeah, that bothers me. Anyways, guys, that is the event. Now, for my free-to-play players, I'm going to break down some numbers. If you are inclined to do this event, this is what it's going to cost you in resources. If we're talking about the entire event, you got a 23,000 soul grind ahead of you. Now, there's 7 boost tokens in there. Using a 1-star roll, right, worst luck possible, it's going to reduce it by 3,000 souls. And using all the event rewards, all the portal stones and gems and stuff like that, this is what we're going to get. So it's going to take approximately 1,475 battles to finish this thing, which we're talking about 24.5 hours if you got a 1-minute turnaround time between battles. That's going to cost you about 3,550 portal stones to get this done. So you got that saved up, great. If not, then you're going to have to use your saved up gems. You're going to need about 16,600 gems if you're going to finish this entire event. Now that's, like I said, if we're going for the whole thing, all 23,000. Now, once again, I'll say in my opinion, this event is a hard pass going all the way. However, if we're going just for the Rage Staff, well, that's only a 13,000 soul grind. Now, you'll only have 6 boost tokens now because you're not getting that 7th one. It's going to cut off about 2,700 souls if we only get 1-star rolls. Hopefully, you guys will do better, so this will be less for you. Now, the number of battles with the worst luck possible is 737 battles. That's not horrible, guys, because you're talking about 13 hours of grind out. 13 hours over the course of the entire weekend. Very doable for this relic. The portal stones required will be 1,680 portal stones. That's going to cost you about 7,380 gems to buy those stones. Now, if you don't have this saved up, I know I keep saying this for my free-to-play grinders. However, guys, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of this relic. If you do not have the stones saved up, then you might have to buy them. Just because, like I said, guys, this relic is actually worth it. This is one of the few things in the game I can say is worth the price, especially since this right here for 7,000 portal stones, our 7,000 gems, you can get 10,000 gems for like 20 bucks, dude. So $20 for a relic that you will pretty much use, I would say almost 100% or, high 90s% of the time in this game, right? This relic goes on almost everything. It's worth it. This is one of the few that I can say, yes, I would put some money towards, even for my free-to-play guys. So I guess you technically wouldn't be free-to-play. You would be what I call my freemiums. But it's a small price to pay for a relic that is extremely powerful. But that's just my 2 cents. It's up to you guys what you're going to do. And that's it, guys. Trying to keep these videos on these event overviews, especially these not really big ones, a little shorter for you. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're going for this whole thing, definitely comment below and tell me why. If you're just going for the Rage Staff, let me know. And if you're passing this event, definitely tell me why. And let us all know what you're hoping the holidays bring. We got the anniversary event coming up the first week of December for Dawn of Titans. We got Christmas time coming up. Hopefully they got some good things going on. Anyways, guys, once again, happy Veterans Day to all you guys. Thank you so much for your service. And with that said, this is your host, Darth Shigong. I'm out of here. But before I do, I gotta say it. Hope to catch all of you gaming on the duck side.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in non-resistant. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here I'm screaming, okay, it's a dream. And I pray as a team, one day it'll be me. If I want it, then I get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I